Preface of Music Talks with Children. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Music Talks with Children by Thomas Tapper. Preface. A book of this kind, though addressed to children, must necessarily reach them through an older person. The purpose is to suggest a few of the many aspects which music may have even to the mind of a child. If these chapters, or whatever may be logically suggested by them, be actually used as the basis of simple talks with children, music may become to them more than drill and study. They should know it as an art, full of beauty and of dignity, full of pure thought and abounding in joy. Music with these characteristics is the true music of the heart. Unless music gives true pleasure to the young, it may be doubted it is wisely studied. Our failure to present music to the young in a manner that interests and holds them is due not so much to the fact that music is too difficult for children, but because the children themselves are too difficult for us. In our ignorance we often withhold the rightful inheritance. We must not forget that the slower adult mind often meets a class of difficulties which are not recognized by the unprejudiced child. It is not infrequent that with the old fears in us we persist in recreating difficulties. There should be ever present with the teacher the thought that music must be led out of the individuality, not driven into it. The teacher's knowledge is not a hammer, it is a light. While it is suggested that these chapters be used as the subject matter for talks with the children, they may be read verbatim if desired. All footnote references and suggestions are addressed to the older person, the mother or the teacher. There is much in the literature of art that would interest children if given to them discriminatingly. Thomas Tapper, Boston, October 30th, 1896. End of preface. Chapter 1 of Music Talks with Children by Thomas Tapper. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. What the Face Tells. And the light dwelleth with him. Daniel 2, verse 22. Once a master said to a child, If thou wilt study diligently, learn, and do good unto others, thy face shall be filled with light. So the child studied busily, learned, and sought how she could do good unto others. And every little while she ran to the glass to see if the light was coming. But at each time she was disappointed. No light was there. Try as faithfully as she would, and look as often as she would, it was always the same. I do not know if she doubted the master or not, but it is certain she did not know what to make of it. She grieved, and day after day her disappointment grew. At length she could bear it no longer, so she went to the master and said, Dear master, I have been so diligent. I have tried to learn and to do good unto others. Yet every time I have sought in my face the light which you promised, it has not been there, not a single time. Now the master listened intently, and, watching her face as she spoke, he said, Thou poor little one, in this moment as thou hast spoken to me, thy face has been so filled with light that thou wouldst not believe it. And dost thou know why? It is because every word thou hast spoken in this moment has come from thy heart. Thou must learn in the first days this lesson. When the thought and the deed are in the heart, then the light is in the face, always. And it is there at no other time. It could not be. And what is in thy heart when thou art before the glass? In that moment hast thou turned away from diligence, and from learning, and from the love of doing good unto others, and in thy heart there is only the poor curiosity to see the light which can never shine when it is sought. Thou canst never see the light of thy own face. For thee that light is forever within, and it will not prosper thy way to want to look upon it. It is only as thou art faithful that this is added unto thee. Sorrowing yet more than before, the little child said, Master, I do not understand what thou hast said. Yet I believe thee, but the wish is yet within me to see the light of my face, if only for once. Thou who art wise, tell me why it is denied me. And the master made answer, It is denied to us all. No one may see the light of his own face. Therefore thou shalt labor daily with diligence, that thy light shall shine before others. And if thou wouldst see the light, thou shalt cause it to shine in another. That is the greatest of all, to bring forth the light. And to do this, thou shalt of thyself be faithful in all things. But what thou
Sample complete. Ready to continue?